Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 yards. First down, Saints.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. Kill. I'm coming after you. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bomber. Kill.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Breeze. Smith catches left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Breeze now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Opposite.
Now Breeze again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there, but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Sammy!
Breeze now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 27, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Sherrills to return it. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Opposite.
He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A 10th carry for Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check back. 1. Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Ready. 5-8. Check.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check out.
On 1st down, Ingram. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 24.
They'll run it with Dixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 31.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
61, matchbox, light. 11.
Breeze now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
Breeze to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
New Orleans.
Ready? Yellow lady. Kill. We got 4.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Breeze. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Kamara trying again, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Show it. Shim. Check. Crunch.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there for his defense?
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles will get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
13. He's checking. Crash.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. He's crazy. 80 weapons.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it. Back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette running out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, man. Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 35 on 2nd down. Foles. He's going to... And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mariota to throw it this time. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on first down by a fake field goal. But they did gain yards, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And the beauty of it is, it just goes to 2nd down. They keep the ball. Just because they went for a fake field goal doesn't mean they turned the ball over because they didn't get a first down. It's now 2nd down for them.
Great.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Lee's got it over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal.
Good. 180. 59. Great. Check three.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. I don't even know why this team showed
Again, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Three buzz. Tiger.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
On the run, it's Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second and 15 now. Mariota into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. They'll run it again with Fournette. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota again. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Come on. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check it back, check it back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Mariota, he's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Titans. Hurdles over him. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Whiting. Mike 59. Hey. Purple 64. Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go deep. He's got a man complete. 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided in action in this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?